Okay then guys, and welcome to my Atari Lynx collection. I've currently got 40 games, which is not bad going I suppose. I can never quite remember how many there are in total, but I'm pretty sure it's around the 100 mark. And yeah, I just thought I'd show you it. Basically, I'm a big fan of the Atari Lynx. I picked one up when they first came out. Although this isn't the one which I had then. This is basically an Atari Lynx 2. I've got this rather funky little carry case to keep it all in, which I picked up off eBay. But there's some truly cracking stuff on the Lynx. Now, while there wasn't really a lot of developers working for it, it has got some really cool arcade conversions, mostly done by Atari. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at those now. So we've got Pit Fighter, which is still not brilliant, but it's all right. Rampage is fantastic. They've done a really good job with this. It looks ace, and there's a fourth character who you can see there, a rat, who's not in the original game. So that's a pretty impressive achievement. And also, I think it may actually be for 4 players, which again, if that's the case, wasn't in the arcade version. Now this is fantastic. Xenophobe. Again, this is 1 of 4 players. Really, really great game. The arcade game wasn't that much cop. This is a Bally Midway title, like Rampage was. And yeah, the actual arcade game suffered from really cumbersome controls, and it all works brilliantly on the Lynx. So if you can pick this up, I definitely recommend it. It's really, really good. This is another game I like, Quicks. Been playing this quite a lot. It's obviously fairly simplistic, looks simplistic, but it's a really polished conversion. Really, really good fun. There we go now. This is another ace-looking conversion, Toki. Not quite on par with the Amiga one, but it's incredible for a handheld. Looks absolutely fantastic. It's quite pricey. Goes for about a tenner or so on eBay, but it's really, really good, especially if you like your platformers. Clax is another superb puzzle game. It's one of 3 titles, I think, on the Lynx where you can have it in portrait mode. Phenomenal. Basically, it's got loads of really good speech, and again, when you consider what the Lynx is capable of and what this is doing, it's really, really impressive. I've actually managed to track down the guy who made this on the Atari Lynx, so I expect an interview with him in the magazine very soon. Speaking of stunning conversions, this is another one. Stun Runner. Stunning. Yeah. Anyway, this is absolutely phenomenal. It's by far the best version to come out on... it's even better than the main version which appeared... Well, the port which appeared on Midway Arcade Treasures 3 in the Xbox. This is absolutely phenomenal. Really fast, captures the feeling of the arcade game brilliantly. Now... no one seems to know who this is actually by. However, I think I might have had a breakthrough with one of the guys I'm speaking to. So again, if that is the case, I will be revealing it in issue 78 of Retro Gamer. Right, let's find more. This one's not too bad. This is Rygar. Not fantastic, but again, it's a pretty polished port of an old Tecmo game. This is really good. This is Joust by Shadowsoft. They didn't do many stuff conversions on the Lynx, but the stuff they did do was of a high quality, and Joust is no exception. One of my favourite Atari games, gets a fantastic port. Rampart, part puzzle game, part strategy game. Basically, little ships try to attack your castles, and then you have to basically bomb the ships, and then basically rebuild your castle. Tetris style. Really, really polished. You can play up to 3 players, although I think it's only 2 players on the Lynx. Very, very good game. Was never really a fan of this in the arcade. Cyberball. It's basically American football with robots, which basically leaves me cold. So let's quickly move on to Road Blasters. Now this is fantastic. Really, 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 really good. Again, like Stun Runner, it's ridiculously fast, really action-packed, and it captures a feel of the coin-op game brilliantly. Highly recommended. This one, not so much. It's not bad. It's got problems. Obviously, when you take into account that it's a 3D game, it's pretty impressive but it's more curiosity. I certainly wouldn't call it essential. Roboton 2084, it's got a few problems with the controls because obviously there's only 2 buttons on the Lynx, but they have got round that by basically constantly having the game on auto fire, and you just rotate your character left and right using the A and B buttons. And there's a recent video on my channel so you can see that in action. Ninja Gaiden, another Tecmo release, also known as Shadow Warriors in the UK. This is a surprisingly good port of the arcade game. Little slow, but fairly authentic. Definitely worth checking out. Zybots, another fantastic conversion. They've done a cracking job with this. All works brilliantly, and yeah, I can't praise this highly enough. It's one of my favourite conversions. Very, very good. Steel Talons. Okay, pretty disappointing again though. When you look at what it's trying to emulate, basically a big, huge 3D behemoth game, they've not done too bad a job. It's not in the same league as Stun Runner, but it's not bad. And if you can pick it up for around a £5, I definitely recommend it. So that's basically all the arcade conversions I've got. There's still quite a few others around which I still need to pick up, like Ms. Pac-Man. And I really feel like getting into the Lynx again, so I'll probably start taking this collection a little bit more seriously. Looking at the other stuff that I've got, let's have a look. Batman Returns gets a lot of praise, but I'm not really that keen on it. It's quite hard beat 'em up, gets fairly repetitive. Ishido is a puzzle game. Not played much of it, but what I've liked of it so far is quite good. Robo Squash. This is quite good fun actually. It's basically like futuristic squash, and it works pretty well. I think we covered it in Retro Gamer quite about a year or so back. Blue Lightning, launch game for the Lynx, basically shows just how impressive it is. It was effectively like having Afterburn in the palm of your hand. Highly recommended. Super Squeak, really good actually. Lots of levels. This will keep you going for ages. If you like puzzle games, I'd definitely recommend it. Crystal Mines 2, I've not really played much of this, so maybe I'll put a gameplay video up soon. Hockey, I'm not sure if this is an actual arcade conversion or not. Again, I've not actually played it because I picked it up fairly recently. But I'll let you know what it's like in a gameplay video. Todd's Adventure in Slime World. This was eventually ported over to the Mega Drive. Really good game, nice exploration game where you basically go around a big icky world, taking down goo bugs and basically exploring. Very, very good. Dracula Unleashed, picked this up not so long ago for a £5. I've not had a chance to look at it yet, so again, expect a gameplay video soon. Electro Cop, I think this was a launch game. It was definitely very early. As you can see, you can tell it's early because it's got one of the earlier styles of casing. Really good game where you go like into and out of the screen, hacking stuff, shooting stuff down. Highly recommended. Turbo Sub, that's shit. That's all we'll say about that. Gates of Zendikon, another early game, that's also shit. That's all we'll say about that. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, don't confuse this with the fantastic Game Boy game. This is not very good at all. Viking Child, the sort of like Wonder Boy. Basically, the Lynx didn't really have many platformers, so this is worth picking up if you're into the genre, but it's not a great example of the genre, having said that. Shanghai, fantastic puzzle game. Zaku, this is a fun little shoot 'em up that was only recently released. They've done a cracking job with it. It comes in a great box and that. If you like your shooters, this is like Air Zonk, and it's highly recommended. Shadow of the Beast, I've not had a chance to look at this yet, so gameplay on the way. Same for Casino. Zala Mercenary, a lot of people go gaga over this, but it's a pretty pedestrian shoot 'em up. I'm guessing that the reason that people do like it so much is that there's so few shooters on the Lynx, and this is the best example of it. But to be honest with you, if you put this up against any half-decent shooter on any other console, you wouldn't be impressed with it. Kung Fu, as shit as it sounds. California Games, absolutely cracking. Only 4 events, but they're really good fun, and I'm currently trying to beat the #1 event on Twin Galaxies. Dirty Larry Renegade Cop, not played it. And Chips Challenge, great puzzle game. Gotta go, bye!